Today is Friday, Parashat Tetze. At the end of this week's parasha, there are two subjects that are right next to each other. And the juxtaposition of these two subjects, Rashi explains, is meaningful. The first subject is, the Torah tells us to make sure to have accurate weights and measures. In other words, if you have a business and you're selling things by the weight or by measure of liquid, let's say, you must make sure that your measures and your weights are accurate. If you're using an electronic scale nowadays, you have to make sure that your scale is properly calibrated. There is in Los Angeles an office of weights and measures that visits different businesses, including even gas stations, to make sure that the amount of liquid that is being served, let's say from a pump, is exactly what it indicates to be, that there is not less being sold for the price of a gallon. And the Torah tells us it's also the individual person's responsibility, not just the office to come and check on you. You must make sure that your weights and measures are accurate. The next subject is the attack of a very cruel enemy, an evil enemy, Amalek, when he attacked the Jewish people in the desert. And Rashi explains, if you are fraudulent with your measures, then you should be concerned that the enemy would attack. Nothing happens just by chance. In other words, it will be a consequence of fraudulent weights and measures, that there will be, the result of it will be such that the enemy would come and attack. And therefore nothing happens by chance. But this portion of Amalek attacking the Jewish people that opens by the word Zachor, remember, Tasher asa lecha Amalek, remember what Amalek did to you, is a portion that we read the Shabbat preceding the holiday of Purim. And that's why that Shabbat is called Shabbat Zachor, because Haman was a descendant of Amalek. Amalek is really the symbol of cruelty and evil, and Haman wanted to exterminate, Chaz v'shalom, the Jewish people. And in more recent history, it happened in Germany. This idea of the evil and cruel Amalek is for us to remember what he did when we came out from Egypt. He attacked the weak, the people who are tired, who are exhausted and tired, those that were outside of the protection of the divine clouds. There were some that were lagging behind. He attacked those. Asher karcha baderech vayzanev becha kol hanechasharim acherecha. He attacked those that they were straddling, that were behind. And the word asher karcha has two meanings in Hebrew. Either cold, like kor, which means cold, or karcha comes from the word mikre, happenstance. And the problem with Amalek is he cooled down. There was an incredible amount of excitement after we went out from Egypt, at all the incredible miracles that took place. No nation would even think of approaching us in an aggressive way to attack. Yet, by Amalek attacking, he sort of cooled it down. He cooled down our enthusiasm. He cooled down the fact that other nations were worried to touch us, like you were afraid to touch something hot. But there is another meaning. The approach of Amalek was karcha, that everything happens b'mikre, just by chance. When we believe that nothing happens just by chance. Even if you take the word mikre in Hebrew and rearrange the letters, it's rak me Hashem, it's only from Hashem. It's always divine providence. Nothing happens just by chance. Hashem directs the world. Of course, there are consequences to our actions. We have to be careful what we do. And this succession of subjects of fraudulent weights and the attack of an enemy is one example. And these three psukim at the end of the parasha that we say on the Shabbat before Purim, when we take out two Sifrei Torah, and that's read from the second Sefer Torah, is a commandment from the Torah to remember what Amalek did to us. Now, if a person was not able to get to synagogue on the Shabbat before Purim, this Shabbat, when we read it in the parasha of Tetze, he should have in mind that he's fulfilling that obligation to hear this portion being read from a Sefer Torah. Baruch Adonai le'olam, amen ve'amen, and Shabbat Shalom.